Alright, what's going on, y'all? So in today's video, we're going to be testing a team that, to be honest, I don't know how good it's going to be, but you know, like, we got to start building new teams for next month, and I want to try fun things. So I built a Volbeat team with Tail Glow, Baton Pass, Substitute, and Tailwind. All the good Volbeat things. So, you know, we can click Tailwind, we can click Baton Pass, hopefully get a sub up first, maybe even a Tailwind. And then we've got things like Flutter Mane, Assault Vest, Raging Bolt, Booster Energy, Iron Crown, to give that Tail Glow boost to, and hopefully just kind of roll away with the game, right? So, the one thing I'm thinking about is just giving Iron Crown an actual Terra that's defensive, so that we don't have just like Psychic is cool and all, but like you also just kind of die, right? So if anything, you can probably just go with like Grass Terra or Water Terra. Would probably be a little bit better for Iron Crown, but you know, I know people have been going for that like big damage with the Psychic Terra, so you know, kind of similar to the Fairy Terra on Flutter Mane. And so we're going to see what happens. It's a lot of fun. I have another team, you know, prepared if this team doesn't go well. And we also will get you guys the rental code at the end of the video this time. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. We are also not doing well in the ranks right now because whatever we were trying the other day didn't work. And I'm using my, like, account that's really low in the ladder, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Let's try to get better success than we've been seeing. There you go, random. We got the random music. Finally. We finally have returned to random music after who knows how long. At least in this game. Ooh, okay. So this is basically the team that I brought to regionals, which is a little bit of a scary boy. So sure, we can start Iron Crown, but the question is how good actually is starting Iron Crown, right? So, like, if anything, I think we will benefit from starting, like, Flutter and, like, Volbeat or something crazy. We can start, like, Flutter Volbeat or Flutter Iron Crown. With well, I know we need Raging Bolt, so I'm thinking Flutter. I don't know if we can use Volbeat here. Like, I feel like the size spam is going to be too useful, so I think we have to do this with Raging Bolt and Indeedee in the pack. Like, they don't have threatening like options of priority, but I feel like we still need the Psychic Terrain stuff, so this should be the best way to play for us. They do go Urshi, Dark, and the boys. So the question is, can I just click, like, this? You know what I mean? God dang it, I should have... I don't know why, like, I somehow should have expected that, but I guess I should have. It's okay, because now we can bring out Indeedee, and we can click Helping Hand, Fairy Terra, Dazzling Gleam, and we can guarantee a KO. So, Fairy Terra, Helping Hand, Dazzling Gleam, we always double KO here. So I actually think we're in a pretty good position. that was so bad. Like, they just like, they really didn't help us out there much. Give me a chance, my guy. Give me a chance. Alright, so we should be in a really good position here. That's risky, my guy. That's risky. He just clicks Helping Hand again. Wow, they actually lived that. I can't believe that. So we could have just lost. That could have been really bad. What are you doing, Flutter? You did so much damage that first time, and then somehow a Helping Hand plus Fairy Terra did that? Like, that's not okay. Alright, so... I think we know that they're gonna click Dazzling Gleam, so I feel comfortable just doing Helping Hand Dazzling Gleam myself. But if they don't click Dazzling Gleam and they click Moonblast and they move before me, I think we should just possibly lose. I'm expecting them to click Helping Hand just like I am. Interesting. Oh my god, why did I do that? And they get the special attack lowering? Bro, that's so bad. Alright, I think we might lose. Because we basically now, I think, have to click Trick Room Dazzling. We click Trick Room Dazzling Gleam. They go for Moonblast. It is a little bit annoying that I didn't try to stop that. Especially when you consider that my back options are not good into this scenario. But we're gonna see. Cause like I'm actually kind of throwing is the only problem. So we click Snarl, we click... I mean, we technically should click Helping Hand, but like if we miss, that's bad, right? So, I'm gonna click it. I think we're losing now. So, them getting the special attack lowering was bad, but also me not clicking Follow Me was bad. So we definitely had better plays, and it mainly comes down to just not playing defensively enough. Like, if the Snarl can make a big difference here, we have an out, but I highly doubt that it's going to make a difference. Okay. I think we're also kind of throwing by not clicking follow me. Like, we keep just not clicking follow me, and like there's literally Flutter Mane, so. Yeah, like, that's just too much damage. So I'm basically losing because I'm just not playing well at all. Like, it's pretty obvious at this point that they have Moonblast instead of Dazzling Gleam, and that they're just gonna click it over and over again. And what that tells me is if I can take out Flutter Mane, then we're in a kind of good position, but I still need to deal with the fact that I'm basically forced to click follow me over and over again now, so. Yeah, I mean, I literally, all I had to do was just start clicking follow me, Dazzling Gleam if I wanted to win. They're certainly thinking. Ogerpon, I can definitely lose to Ogerpon. Here's what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking if I'm lucky, then I can pull off some silliness here. Like, basically, I have to be able to click Helping Hand Thunderbolt, not get KO'd by Ivy Sigil, click Thunderbolt, follow me, and then click Thunderclap. Like, that's my only chance, literally. And we're actually in a better position if they go after Raging Bolt and don't KO it with Ivy Sigil. They're going to go after that. If that lives, even better. Alright. So... now... I have to go for... Helping Hand Dragon Balls. I am confident in living a hit from this boy, so all things considered, we're kind of in a good position. We just crit one-shot them, never mind. Okay. It's like, I played so bad that whole game. Oh man, dude. This is why playing in the low ranks is rough. Like, at least we won, but we did not make it easy for ourselves. Okay, so still does not get us back to any sort of respectable rank in Great Ball. It's fine. I do want to try to pull off Volbeat, like, at least once. I think that'd be fun. Jeez. Okay, so I can actually use Volbeat here. I just don't know how good of success I can use it to, if that makes sense. So we can go Volbeat. Indeedy. Does that suck? I feel like that sucks. We can go Volbeat Ogerpon with Indeedy and Iron Crown. I feel like that's a little bit more fun. So we will need to be really careful about the way that we play this, but as long as we can keep the redirection in our favor and get like one Tail Glow off, we should be kind of chilling here. If they go for the okay. This is interesting. I'm gonna click Tail Glow and Wood Hammer. So I think there's a really good chance that I will live one Hyper Voice. Technically I should have gone for sub, but it's fine. We do big damage. Yeah, so we do live one. And in that case, we can bring out Indeedee. We click Baton Pass. Follow me. It's pretty much the only thing I can do, right? Like, technically, I don't have to click Follow Me, but I should, so... This is gonna turn into an interesting game, though, when I have literally just Iron Crown and, like, nothing else. So, I don't quite know what to expect here. So we bring in Iron Crown, get our boost, go for Ivy Sigil, go for Hyper Voice again. So this is where it gets bad, because technically I'd be in a much better position if I did have damage on Iron Crown, which I don't. So... technically, I can lose now to Chen-Pao. Which is bad. I do have to just go for the Expanding Force and go for Tailwind, technically. This is why it would have been nice to have Indeedee live last turn, because then I would be able to click Dazzling Gleam still. So I'm kind of in the thought process that if they have Chen-Pao, we should just lose, and if they don't, we should just win, hopefully. So yeah, take that, Megane. I also kind of threw by not tearing, if that makes sense. Like, there was no reason to Terra. And because I Terra'd, we definitely lose to Chien-Pao now. Because Chien-Pao plus Blood Moon is a field state that I can't beat. If that makes sense. Dragonite. Okay, no, I can do that. So, they should not have brought out Dragonite. I think that's a huge mistake. But it also doesn't just auto-win us the game. So, I do have to click Sub and E-Force. That is bad. So we're gonna have to really see what happens here. Like, I think we're playing to our outs in some ways, but we're definitely not playing well. Because if you're my opponent, I think you should always just bring out Chien-Pao and then... No, that's Comfy. Okay, so... Yeah. I think we can win. Because we just click Expanding Force. And... I mean, the thing that sucks is, like, we actually can't do anything now. So, like, we literally have to click Expanding Force. And, Baton Pass or something. Like, just click Tail Glow. Yeah, so if they had brought Chien-Pao, we would be in a much worse position, but fortunately for us, we at least have a little bit going for us here. So the one concern would be if they have multi-scale, but even then, I get the feeling that because we're +3 and we're Psychic Terra, we might just KO them even through multi-scale. So, let's see. Okay, yeah, so no indication either way, but we still pulled that off. So now we just go for Tachyon, Cutter, Tail Glow again. Pretty scary game. I didn't feel good about it, but we did pull it off, and that's always nice. I think if we wanted to be a little bit safer, we probably would have started in DD, but we put on enough pressure with what we had to make it kind of okay, I guess. But yeah, GG's. So, they cancel. What Terra would have been better there? Dragon Terra wouldn't have gotten us out of that. Water Terra would have helped. Water Terra definitely would have helped in that case. So that's definitely something we can think about. And you know, we are gonna just release this code at the end of the video, so. Like, I don't necessarily think we can say we needed the extra punching power, as well as we needed to know that we were going to be able to keep outspeeding them and, like, not dying to certain hits. So, okay. This is scary. this is not really a scenario where I can just safely lead Volbeat, right? So I feel more inclined to do something like go Flutter Mane plus Flutter Raging Bolt, Flutter Crown. Flutter Ogerpon is actually a pretty solid lead here. We just like have to Terra it, right? So I don't hate that. And then, I mean, technically, yeah, we bring Raging Bolt. And we kind of have to bring either Iron Crown or Indeedee in the back. So, okay. I can definitely see the weaknesses of this team. Like, you don't always have options, I guess would be the way to put it. Like, you don't want to be too pigeonholed into feeling like you have to do a certain thing. But that being said, I do technically have Rock Terra, so like if I really wanted, you know, I had the ability to do that. So we know they have Fake Out, which is not good for me. But the question is, does it matter? And I don't exactly think it does. I did just screw that up there pretty badly, though. Yeah, so I should have clicked Woodhammer. They go for Snarl, which I get. I'm not 100% sure about this, but I'm gonna try. Okay, that's pretty good for me. But I do think that they have pretty straightforward ways around what I'm doing as well. So... Oh, that's not going to win them the game, definitely. It is scary, but it's not going to work. So let me think here. We go Dazzling Gleam, we one-shot Flutter with Woodhammer. This is why I like Woodhammer once again. But we are in a bit of a rough position with Flutter Mane. I don't think Flutter is exactly the threat here, so I don't know if they'll go after Flutter. But they do bring Walking Wake back out. And I honestly think... Let's switch in Raging Bolt. It's actually not a bad switch in right now. And then I'm just going to Woodhammer them because best case, worst case, like... Worst case is they have max speed Ogerpon and they just KO my Ogerpon first. Worst case for them is they don't Terra Walking Wake, they target Raging Bolt with Ivy Sigil, and then I one-shot the Walking Wake. If we do go first, we should just KO them, so we're already in a pretty commanding position just because of that. Let's see who they go after here. They do Ivy Sigil my Raging Bolt. So pretty much perfect game for me so far. There's really not much they can do to get out of this except for the fact that, you know, they have a very scary Pokemon on the field. I'm just gonna click Thunderbolt and Woodhammer. I think, yeah, GG's. So like, they were putting on a lot of pressure, but they weren't able to like stop me from just rolling the game on them. So that's good for me, I guess. You know, we'll always accept that. I do kind of want to try one more time with a Water Terra, with a Water Terra on my Iron Crown, because I do actually feel like that might be nice. So yeah, the Water Terra, it doesn't get us out of Rillaboom, but it gets us out of like everything else, which is the nice thing. Alright, so we go here. Yeah, I think that should be good. Because I really don't think we needed the extra damage in order to pull that last one off. Like, it's kind of hard to say though, because if we're being honest, like, it really doesn't hit that hard. It really doesn't hit that hard. So, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually would have lived it if I didn't have Psychic Terra, so you never know. Either way, let's try another one. Then let's get you guys that rental code. Nice. Finding people quick. That's what we like. Alright, this is a very scary team. Definitely no guarantees here. And there's also no guarantee that Volbeat is like somehow good. So I think that's the main concern that I'm seeing right now, is like, how do I actually act like Volbeat is getting me somewhere? Let's start Fluttermane and Iron Crown. Then go Raging in the back and Ogerpon. So I do actually think that, like, interesting. I mean, I'm not bringing in DD here, so it's hard to say that we're, like, necessarily playing this super well. But we'll see what happens. So, unfortunately, I do want to play this extremely similarly to how I played the last one, which is to actually just pressure this slot. Do I think that it's, all things considered, the best thing to do? Not really. The good thing is if they're clicking Sucker Punch, they're not clicking Trick Room, probably, right? So I feel like we're in a kind of similar scenario to the last game. Yeah, so okay, like, there's a really good chance that we're just gonna lose to Iron or Blood Moon, but we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, so Blood Moon comes out, very scary boy. The good thing is that technically Fluttermane does live a hit from this guy, so if I do want to play defensively, I can click Protect and Dazzling Gleam, I guess. I'm gonna have to be careful. So I get the feeling that they are probably clicking Hyper Voice, which is not really good for me based on the play that I made, but we're gonna see what happens here. They should be, yeah, just helping hand Hyper Voice. I do feel confident that Fluttermane lives this. My Flutter is just pretty well trained. So, let's see. I do also feel confident that they won't take half health, though, from this Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, so that's just a little pitiful, unfortunately. And what that also begs is the question of what's my best play now, right? Because technically now, I think if I switch into Ogerpon and click Focus Blast is like kind of my best play, but not really. Like, I might be just throwing by doing that. Yeah. That's unfortunate. So we bring out Raging Bolt. And we click... I mean, like what? You know what I mean? Like, what do we click? The biggest problem is that we only have 2 turns of Trick Room left. Or that there is 2 turns of Trick Room left, I should say. I'm actually throwing. Like, the main way that I can win this is if they don't KO with Earth Power. What am I doing? Oh my god, what an idiot. It's so frustrating. I just made the dumbest play, I swear to God, like. Because if they live this, I just lose. Yeah, like... Technically, I'm actually in a pretty good position now, but that's just extremely frustrating. Because now I click Spiky Shield, and I click anything, pretty much. Like, yeah. So, Thunderbolt. I'm gonna click Snarl. But I actually do think that we're in a pretty good position now. Because the main bad thing for them is that Trick Room's about to wear out, right? So we click Spiky Shield, they go for Hyper Voice. The Hyper Voice should KO. If it doesn't KO, we're actually in a bad position, so please KO. Thank you. And with our 5 health Ogerpon and our 5 health Fluttermane, we shall win. Oh my god, dude. This team is a wild ride, I swear. We're actually not in an auto-win position, but I think we're winning. So we just click Ivy Sigil. We click Dazzling Gleam. They have to have Protect for Igraf, and even then, we're gonna have to see what happens. They have Protect Ursaluna. That's even scarier. But we know we already set off their Cudchew, correct? So, yeah. Basically whatever they have in the back needs to be able to handle Dazzling Gleam plus Ivy Sigil. Or 2 Dazzling Gleams if they're faster. So, I think they're playing well, but we have a pretty good chance here. Entei is a huge problem. Okay, I think we're gonna lose. So, my assumption here is that our opponent has Assault Vest, right? And if they have Assault Vest, I think I just have, like, no chance of winning. So let's think here. The main reason we lost is that Ursaluna lived that one turn that I didn't want it to live. Huh. So I had to do something incorrect here. And I think what I did was letting them KO my Iron Crown for free, right? Yeah. It was letting them KO Iron Crown and then switching out Fluttermane so that it, yeah, I don't know. I just should have switched out the Iron Crown instead into the Ogre Pawn. Alright. So this, I think, is the team that James Beck used like yesterday. And while I technically have funny things I can do, they're not really that good. I could technically start like Volbeat and Indeedee with Iron Crown and Flutter. Why not? So, I definitely don't think we're making a good play. Like, the main thing is we are basically forced to Rock Terra the Volbeat and then just click like follow me. So we click Tail Glow, Rock Terra, follow me, and then we bring out Iron Crown and we lose. Like, I don't know. What's my out? Nice. So they are gonna just go T-Tar and Excadrill. They're all flinches in the chat. All flinchers. The good thing is, however, is like, you know, if I do that, how bad of a position am I really in? It's not an amazing position though. Yeah. Oh my god. So silly. So now we bring out Iron Crown, or I mean Flutter, and then we click what? Like, I could sub this turn. I don't really feel good about it though. It would help. It would help a little. But not that much. Okay. I should have clicked Icy Wind. I think I'm gonna lose because I didn't click Icy Wind. Yeah. That's frustrating. Because, like, this team actually, like, can definitely do things, but I just need to, like, play better. Because what I basically have to do next turn is I have to get knocked out. Like, that's my only chance. I have to get knocked out, or I have to switch out Flutter for... Alright, this is going to be interesting because if I do successfully pull this turn off, we're in a good position. If not, we probably just auto-lose. I need them to not KO Volbeat right now. Alright. So we go for expand. Oh, why? We're just gonna not KO them. Oh, no way. Yo, let's go. Couldn't take that, could you, I guess? Oh my god. Alright, so realistically... Realistically, if I click... Expanding Force... And... Substitute, we can win. Yeah. So let's see. Alright. So my thought process here is because the sandstorm is up, the sandstorm goes away is pretty bad, honestly. But I think with this play, we just auto-win. So we go for... like... I don't know. Technically, I'm not making a perfect play, but I think we're in a good position. Like, because they're probably just gonna Ice Spinner the Baton Pass. They Sacred Sword. Yay! Oh, we gamed this person so hard. We just gave him a little bit of gaming. GG's. Oh, man. Yeah, we really had to do it to him. Alright. So, I don't think the team is perfect. I do think that it has a lot of potential. And we're certainly having fun, which is the important part. So, you know, we got 4 wins and 1 loss. The loss, I think, was navigable. So, switching the Terra, we'll see if it makes a difference. I do think that it's kind of nice, but like, there was no very clear and cut, like, yes, this is a good thing to do when I did it. So, what team do we want to unrent right now? I'm gonna unrent Registeel. Sorry to the homies, you know, we're just, it's been out for long enough, you know, where it's that time. It's time for Registeel to take a backseat. So we're gonna share. The one thing that I will say about this team so far is that I feel like we haven't seen Raging Bolt doing a lot, I guess would be the way to put it. Like, we did have a Raging Bolt game, and Raging Bolt was like kind of nice. It helped us win, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, Raging Bolt feels like it has only done so much up till this point. That being said, you know, it's a really fun team. Ogerpon, I think you could consider switching off for even something like Storm Drain Tatsugiri or like Sinistra. So you do have those kind of options, but you do need to also keep your dark weaknesses down, you know. So all things considered, I like the direction the team is moving in. We were able to use Volbeat twice in 5 matches, which is all you can really hope for. So, you know, just Volbeat things. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will say, I think it feels like Volbeat is trying to do a little bit much. Like, with having Substitute and Baton Pass and Tail Glow and Tailwind, right? Like, you don't have any attacks, and that's really bad sometimes. Like, sometimes having Infestation, really nice over Substitute. But we were able to set up a pin in that last one with Substitute, so is it really like a hero there? Kind of, you know, like there's scenarios where both are going to be useful. The Substitute's really nice. The Infestation is nice in a situation where like you're running out of attacks and you need more. So that being said, you know, fun team. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We got a bit of a long one today, but I'm gonna leave everything in because I can. So hope you guys enjoyed and have a good one.